Now the topic is what is cloud? Basically, cloud is the internet. More particularly, it's all of the things you can access remotely over the internet. So whatever things you want to access remotely over internet, so that is called cloud. So when something is in the cloud, it means it's stored on internet servers instead of your computer hard drives. So the data, so for example, if you want or using a Gmail, so where the mails are stored, it's not in your local PC, right? So it was there, it was located or it was stored in remote servers. If you are using Gmail, your data was stored in Google servers, right? So we can say, in other words, we can say that cloud is something which is present yet remote location, right? You don't know where it was located, but it was located in some remote location. Cloud can provide services over public and private networks. So public network means, of course, you know, that's the internet. And private means wide area network, local area network, virtual private network, all these things. Applications such as email, web conference, customer relationship, execute on cloud. So many things are there, so many applications you can access over cloud. For example, it's email, the best example. Web conferencing, of course, if you are using Zoom or Google Meet, whatever it is. And customer CRMs, so many CRMs are there in the market. Right. So now this is what cloud. So what is cloud computing? Cloud computing refers to manipulate. Manipulation means you can control or anything. Configuring and accessing the hardware and software resources remotely. Any end user can access or configure or control the hardware or software applications remotely. So it offers online data storage, infrastructure, and applications. So you can access remotely over internet, like you can store data remotely, you can use some remote infrastructure, and you can access some remote applications over internet. And cloud computing offers platform independence. What is this? Yes, the software is not required to be installed locally on the PC, so you don't need to install that particular software in your machine. Hence, the cloud computing is making our business applications mobile and collaborative, right? A cloud is nothing but a group of servers connected together to provide on-demand delivery of storage, computer power, application services, and other technology resources over internet. A group of computers connected together is just nothing but called cloud. So why these servers uh, connected together? That means users on demand. So different users can want different services from different for different tasks, right? So when the group of the servers connected together to provide all these on-demand services, to deliver all these on-demand services, like storage, computer power, application services, and any technology resources over the internet. So cloud computing provides easy access to servers, databases, storage, software, and variety of services over the internet. What cloud computing provides, so any user can easily access the servers, of course, databases, storages, softwares, and variety of services. Lot of things you can use. You can utilize the services over internet. So it comes with the flexibility that you pay for what you use. So it has a flexibility. Cloud computing has a flexibility that you pay what you use. That's it. So the most effective, attractive capability of cloud computing is that you can add and release services. Uh, the most attractive capability of cloud, what is that? You can add and release services. That's computer powers and storage and the moment what you need. And cloud computing guarantees the 99.99% availability of these resources on demand. I think in the previous video we discussed about something. For example, we discussed about Amazon sale, right? So, for example, if you take an example, if you want to use some hard disk space of 1 GB, and you have a limit to use for 1 GB, and now I want to increase it for 1.5 or 2 GB of data. Want to store that much of data in the hard disk and some storage server, right? When suddenly if I need that much of capacity, what to do? In our local PC, it's not possible to suddenly expand or extend that much of storage space. If your hard disk is having 250 GB or 500 GB, you can store that much of data at that time only, right? Not more than that. If you want to store, you can add additional hard disks or any other external resources. But in the cloud computing, you have that facility. That is a great feature of cloud. So you can extend the storage capacity, or otherwise, if you don't want 500 GB or 250 GB, you can release the data services. That's not a big deal to you. That is what cloud computing is. Next, why cloud computing? Let's see the topic. Why cloud computing? Yeah, with increase of computer and mobile users, data storage has become priority in all fields. Of course, day by day, computer users are of course increasing, and mobile users, a lot of mobile users are increasing. So data storage is very important thing. It plays a very important role in all the fields. So large scale business today grow well on their data, and they spend a huge amount of money to maintain the data. Of course, if any organization is having a either big or small organization is having their own infra, it is really difficult to maintain the infrastructure. That is really tough, and they need to spend more money on that. So it requires a strong IT support and a storage hub. They need a place to they need a space to place these servers, and they need in network engineering supports and system admin supports and all these things. They need this require more staff for that. So they need to spend more money on these things, right? So the small and large IT companies follow the old traditions of maintaining IT infrastructure, that is server room to keep all the details and maintain the server. So this is now just we talked about. So in a word, it is a server room consists of database servers, mail servers, firewalls, routers, switches, and other networking devices along with the server engineers. So what is the traditional thing is here, as per the old tradition, even of course it's not a old tradition, even many companies are following that thing, but really it is very difficult and task and really burdenable thing to the companies. So they need to purchase the servers or taking servers on the rental basis. Of course, whatever it is, they need the staff to maintaining all these servers. See, if we are maintaining a server, that's one server is not sufficient for the company. Any company, they need database servers, they need mail servers, firewalls, routers, switches. So many things are there. So they need additional staff. Of course, they need additional staff to maintain all these things. So to provide such IT infrastructure, a huge amount of money has to spend, really. So to reduce the IT infrastructure cost, cloud computing technology came into picture, right? So to reduce all these infrastructure cost, cloud computing is a better choice or better option to the companies or of course individuals. We will have experienced cloud computing at some instant of time. Some of popular cloud computing services we have used or we are still using mail services like Gmail, Hotmail, Yahoo, etc. So what we can do with this email? Generally, we compose the letters and we can compose the mails and we can send it. But where we are storing those? We are not storing or saving it in our local PC, right? Those mails, the data, entire data, the stored in servers, remote servers. That is called Google servers or Gmail servers, right? We are not storing a single mail in our PC. So, for example, let's take Gmail provides 15 GB. You can create a free account in Gmail. They give you 15 GB worth free, right? If you cross that limit, then you need to purchase the remaining limit, right? Limit of space. So, coming to the next one, while accessing email services, just a second. Yeah. While accessing email services, our data is stored on cloud server and not on our computer. The technology and infrastructure behind the cloud is invisible, of course. When we are sending email, yes, we know what is the data, what is the mail we are composing. Of course, we know, but we are not storing it on our machine, local PC, right? We send it to some other person, right? But where it is, you have different folders in Gmail, right? Inbox, sent, drafts, all these things. But where it is storing, when you check that inbox or sent folders, the some mails are there in that folders. But where it was stored, right? That was stored in the cloud. That means that those mails were stored in remote servers, right? So cloud computing helps small business to convert their maintenance cost into profit, of course. So by gaining all these to reduce all these expenses, definitely any company, that even small company or big company or medium sized company, they can gain all these things, right? They don't need no need to spend this much of amount to purchase servers or maintaining the stuff. So these are all, they don't need all these things. So this is just a simple diagram about cloud computing. Just observe application, platform, infrastructure. What is application? SWS, right? Software as a service. What is platform? PaaS, right? Platform as a service. What is IaaS? That is infrastructure, right? Infrastructure as a service. So